Hi, everyone. My name is Mary Bear Shannon. I'm a reference librarian at the Haverford Township Free Library, and here is today's Reading with Reference. I have two history books, both from the Civil Rights era, that I want to share with you today. My first one is Race Against Time. A reporter reopens the unsolved murder cases of the Civil Rights era by Jerry Mitchell. This you can find on our catalog, as well as you can download it through Libby. On June 21st, 1964, more than 20 Klansmen murdered 3 civil rights workers. The killings in what would become known as the Mississippi burning case were among the most brazen acts of violence during the civil rights movement. And even though the killers' identities, including the sheriff's deputy, were an open secret, no one was charged with the murder in the months and years that followed. It actually took 41 years before the mastermind was brought to trial and finally convicted for the 3 innocent lives he took. If there is one man who helped pave the way for justice, it is investigative reporter Jerry Mitchell. In Race Against Time, Mitchell takes readers on the twisting road that led to the reopening of 4 of the most infamous killings from the days of the civil rights movement, decades after the fact. His work played a central role in bringing killers to justice for the assassination of Medgar Evers, the firebombing of Vernon Dahmer, the 16th Street Church bombing in Birmingham, as well as the Mississippi burning case. Mitchell reveals how he unearthed to take on the Klan, how he unearthed secret documents, found long-lost suspects and witnesses, building up evidence strong enough to take on the Klan. He takes us into a very harrowing scene along the way, as when Mitchell goes into the lion's den, meeting one-on-one with the very murderers he's trying to catch. His efforts have put 4 leading Klansmen behind bars, years after they thought they had gotten away with murder. Next book is Driving While Black, African-American Travel and the Road to Civil Rights by Gretchen Soren. You can also get this in our catalog, and you can also get it on Hoopla as an audiobook. In Driving While Black, the acclaimed historian Gretchen Soren reveals how the car, the ultimate symbol of independence and possibility, has always held particular importance for African Americans, allowing Black families to evade the many dangers presented by an entrenched racist society and to enjoy, in some measure, the freedom of the open road. She recounts the creation of a parallel, unseen world of Black motorists who relied on travel guides, Black-only businesses, and informal communications networks to keep them safe. From coast to coast, mom-and-pop guest houses and tourist homes, beauty parlors, and even large hotels, as well as nightclubs and restaurants, fed travelers and provided places to stay the night. As at the heart of Soren's story is Victor and Alma Green's famous Green Book, a travel guide begun in 1936, which helped grant Black Americans the most basic American right, the family vacation. As Soren demonstrates, Black travel guides and Black-only businesses encouraged the new way of resisting oppression. Black Americans could be confident of finding welcoming establishments as they traveled for vacation for business. Civil rights for vacation and for business. Civil rights workers learned where to stay and where to eat in the South between marches and protests. As Driving While Black reminds us, the civil rights movement was just that, a movement of Black people and their allies in defiance of local law and custom. At the same time, she shows that the car, despite the freedoms it offered, brought Black people up against new challenges, from segregated ambulance services to unwarranted traffic stops, and the racist violence that too often followed. Interwoven with Soren's own family history and enhanced by dozens of little-known images, Driving While Black charts how the automobile fundamentally reshaped African-American life and opens up an entirely new view onto one of the most important issues of our time. So those are my suggestions for you today for Reading with Reference. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you have a great day.